Hello, everyone. Hey, resetters. Welcome to the Reset Circle. I hope that everyone is doing well. Okay, listen. Hey, y'all. That's good. Hey, y'all. We got some tea to talk about tonight. And you're probably wondering why I called y'all resetters. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I'm going to get right to that question. But first, I'm going to give you guys some update on what's still been going on with me, right? So, and of course, I have my notes with me because of all of the big news and everything. Okay. So basically, just where I picked left off last week. Hoo hoo for me coming on back, staying consistent, right? But I'm still doing my RBT training. That is, I am becoming to be certified as a registered behavioral technician, right? So that I can increase my job opportunities. So I am about maybe 75% in my like up to finishing with the training. It's a 40-hour training, and I'm pretty much just kind of chugging along doing at least 4 modules a day. And even after I get off of here, I know I'm a little late, but it's just been me being busy getting these modules done and everything. So I am doing 4 a day. So that's what all of that about is all about. And so basically, um, I am pretty much just excited about my new chapter. Okay. As you all have already known, just throughout the past months and stuff, I've been really just just talking to you guys about transitioning the channel, changing the channel to a vlog style. And I was not kidding about that. So, here are some deets on that, just to kind of let you guys know like where I'm at and where things are headed for the channel. Okay. So the first big, resetters, let me get back to that. The reason how come I said resetters, because as opposed to our beloved Lock Life family, we are going to be the setters, the resetters family. Now we're going to be the resetters, and I will explain all of that to you. Okay. So, um, I've been really thinking and praying, like I said, because for the past months, this is something I've really been thinking about. So I'm like, what do I want this channel to be about? Where am I in my life right now? Where am I going? Where do I want to be? So I want the channel and its changes to reflect that. Okay. So in the next couple of weeks, I haven't changed it yet, like the title of the channel and all that stuff, but that is coming very soon. In the next couple of weeks, don't be surprised when you just start to see the new changes. So, I wish I had some drums. The new name of Faye's Locked Life is going to be Faye Taylor The Reset. Okay. So it's going to be Faye Taylor The Reset. Um, okay. And like I said, we have been going over all of this, and some people might be like, if they're new to the channel or wondering why, it's just because I've grown, over the past years and stuff like that. We have been going over the hair stuff, all of that kind of stuff, and I have been telling you guys for the longest time that I really wanted to just go ahead and just talk about more things. I feel like we can be relatable in a whole lot of other things. And this is where I want the channel to be boxed. I mean, to actually just expand. I want it to expand. I feel like we'll have a lot more content to talk about and all of that. And I'm just ready. I'm just at this point, I am just ready. And I'm just tired of limiting what we're talking about. I don't want to limit that anymore because it's like the sky's the limit. We could really talk about a lot of stuff. So, why the reset? Okay. So, this part of my life, this season in my life, it's really about starting, kind of having a reset in my life, starting over. And that really is kind of where I am. Like, now being in my 50s and stuff like that, there's just so many different changes in my life and so many different things that happen to us once we get to that stage in life. And I feel like we should all like just kind of talk about that, like we'll like together, and then just share different things because it's all a new space for all of us, to be real. And there's so many things that we can help each other with and just make this a safe space. So this is one of the main reasons why I wanted to go ahead and expand out and do it. So like I said, why the reset is like I'm learning to trust myself more. And I think a lot of us too are, there's like we'll be having our tea talks, right? Because that's why I have the teacup is not for naught. This is because as we go along, you're gonna see how it evolves. I have a lot of things that we're gonna be doing, and then we're gonna be having our little tea times, and we're gonna be talking about a lot of different things about trusting ourselves. I'll definitely do a story time on that for myself and how I've learned to start to trust myself, my own opinions and things like that, and my ideas and all of those type of things. I think that'll be very interesting to talk about because it actually takes you time to get to that place if you're not a type of person that just don't have to ask anybody else for their advice or anything like that, and just start to trust yourself. Okay, healing. A lot of us has been on our healing journeys. I know for me, I definitely have and still am on my healing journey. So we'll be discussing that. Setting boundaries. How many of us have learned to set boundaries? Some of us are good boundary setters. Some of us have had to learn. Are you a people pleaser? We'll talk about that. Growing spiritually. I have been on my spiritual journey, still am on that as well. Starting a new career. What about starting over at 50? Resetting your life and having to start over at 50, a new job, all that. I'm in the midst of that right now. That's the reason why I'm doing this RBT training. And there is actually discrimination in our age group. That's something else we will talk about that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's really real. Okay. Building new dreams after 50. I definitely have a lot of things down the pipeline that I am planning to do, which is so surprising to me because I never even thought about the thought of retirement. Like, it's funny because I wasn't thinking about my age. I'm 56 now, and I don't feel 56, so I wasn't thinking in terms of retirement. But let's talk about how tired a lot of us are. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, if my situation was straight and if I was financially set, I would retire like yesterday. Like, real talk. Tea talk. I would retire like yesterday. But we gonna talk about that. I realize my life is bigger than one topic. That's another thing that I have been talking about. Like, I want to just get out of being boxed into just one topic. Although we still will talk about hair and all that kind of stuff because that's still a part of me. Actually a big part of who I am, a hairstylist. I've been doing this for over 30 plus years. So I'll never stop talking about the hair stuff. That's going to be included. As a matter of fact, I had a client earlier today. So that was a part of me being late today because I had actually a client this morning. I couldn't even get to my hair, so hence the hat because my hair is looking a little bit crazy under here. And this channel is becoming a place where we can talk about it all. You know what I mean? So I kind of feel like there's a lot of ways that we can relate to each other. I mean, all of us that are in that group, and even women coming into it, or women that has gone past and has passed the 50s age group, because there is people here that I have clientele here, people that are my YouTube friends that 74 in their 70s, 60s, so I have all of the ages and they can share a lot of wisdom with us for the ones that haven't reached that one yet. And then the ones beneath us that where we are, we can share with them. So that's another thing. And like I said, I definitely want to continue to reassure everybody. Um, the content, like I said, it just like I kind of expounded upon the content of the hair stuff. That's not going away. That's gonna stay here. That's going to be a part of it. And if anyone even we'll have those tea talks where we talk about something I might want to come up with here, or even if someone here still wants to talk about something about that, we could do a tea talk on that. So that's something that I don't want the community to worry about, because that is still, we will still talk about hair as well. Okay. And so the community name, we have a community name, and the community name, and as I start to change everything, is going to be the reset circle. So it will be, hey, resetters, and if anyone's new, hi, my name is Faye, and welcome to the reset circle. So that way, we can all feel like a community here. We'll be able to talk a lot. And I know how change is. It's a little bit different, and everybody has to adjust and get used to it, especially when you've been accustomed and used to something else for so long. But that's just how change works, and that's how change happens. The more you do it, the more you do it, the more we'll adjust to it. And there is a lot of fun things that I have planned, like going along with this. And I think y'all will like it. I'll talk about some of it as we're coming up. Okay. So the reset circle, and I chose that because I wanted us to feel like family. I wanted us to feel like we're all like coming together as a family, and we're coming. You're here, you're a resetter, and we're sitting in a reset circle. Like just think of the red talk table, just surrounded, and we having conversations about real life, because actually it is going to be. We're gonna be talking about real life things and what's actually happening in our lives in reality. Like, so it'll be very relatable and very real. Okay, we gonna laugh together. Some people might cry. We'll try cry together and support each other. And all of those type of things. That's just where I am. That's where I'm going. And no matter what happens, I just have to, at this point, I have to make this move for myself, because that's just where I am. I don't want to stay stagnant. I'm just being called to move forward in a different way. And changing the channel and the name and all of that is a part of it, because that's really where I'm moving towards. I have like this 5-year plan where I'm thinking more of my retirement and where I want to be. I'm gonna do a video. What about Tea Talks is gonna be like my 5-year retirement plan, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I plan to do and the steps that I'm doing to prepare for that. And next week, as a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing the financial one, guys. Remember, I'm hoping, I am really trying to get this training done. I'm trying to really just not hurry up, because I actually do have to retain the information to get certified. So it's not like I can just hurry through it as much as I would love to be done. But I'm going to definitely do my due diligence to do a tea talk next week. Um, and we're going to be talking about that financial story about Tom and how I learned about investments. And I really want as many as people as possible to be tuned into that, because a lot of us didn't grow up with that financial education and all that kind of stuff. And the knowledge that I have, like I said, I'm not no financial analyst or like a certified person in finances and or things like that. But like I said, if you follow these steps that I learned, and I know because I have the evidence, that I guarantee you that there is a lot of people that don't even know this stuff. That's is kind of basic, but if you don't know, you just won't know. But if you do know, can make all the difference in your financial life. And I definitely want to encourage everybody to make sure they share that next week, that video, share that with people, especially the young ones in our community, especially our community, because we're the ones that are most affected by not having financial knowledge. So with anyone you know, maybe you may learn something here, or maybe you may be able to add something that you may know about investing and what you could invest in your jobs, like your 401k plans, and how to invest in that and how you get that match. And if you don't, you're leaving money on the table. So we're going to be talking about that stuff too, the retirement plans, the Roth plans, and high yield savings accounts, things like that. So that's going to be very important, and you can really learn from that. And we're going to remind each other that it's never too late, right, to begin again. And that's another thing that I think a lot of us go through too sometimes when we reach a certain age, especially over 50, over 60, 70. We think that we can't begin again, and that is just not true. Well, at least over here, you're going to always have a chance to begin again, because we're going to always encourage each other to do that, okay? So what's coming? Okay. So I'm going to share some of the new things that are going to be coming. So, like I said, it's going to be tea talks. So every week, everything, episode 1, episode 2. And by the way, guys, I am drinking a cinnamon. This is a sweet cinnamon tea. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you where I got this from. This is a delicious tea. I'm a big cinnamon girl. So if you guys are into cinnamon, try this one. I'm gonna just give you real quick, like where I got this from. I'm telling you, this one is someone at my past job had told me about this. It's from Harney and Son. Harney and Son, and you can look this up on Google, and it's like I guess a father and son in New York. It's based out of New York. So is this right? It's hot cinnamon spice flavored black tea. I'm a big cinnamon girl, so I love it. So it's like a big, nice tin. Like if you just smell it, the aroma in this is fantastic. I ended up buying a kit, so I had bought the what came with this one was the strainer. So you get this, and what was also cute, they give you like the measuring spoon, like where you just do that. Is literally all you need, and this is so flavorful. It's unbelievable. So if you're a type of girly like me that like those like spices and cinnamon and stuff like that, and I think I paid like about what was this about maybe 15, no more than $20 for this. But this was a really good buy. It'll last for a long time. So a part of it, like I said, getting back to what's coming, what are you guys going to be able to expect on Faye Taylor, the Reset channel, our new channel here, right? We're going to do a question of the week, as a matter of fact. So as we get to the end of the week, we'll do a question of the week, like, what was one thing in your life that what was one thing that happened this week that you were able to overcome, or whatever that question of the week is. I will actually post the question of the week, and then you will answer that. I'm going to answer it to myself, and then I'll share my answer when we come back to the question of the week. And then sometimes I'll just read someone's question, like someone's answer from the question of the week. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say your name, and then I'm going to just read your answer, because your answer could help somebody else too, or whatever. So I'll definitely be acknowledging people, and then things that just stand out to me. So we'll be doing that, and that'll be once a week too. So we'll always have that. There'll be story time. So they'll just like next week, we're going to get the story time on Tom and the investments that we did. So there's just going to be different story times, anything that have impacted my life or anything like that. or maybe you guys might have a suggestion, and then I could do a story time on that. But a lot of times it'll be things I've kind of gone through or whatever have you. But we'll evolve as things go along. Everyday vlogs, like I'll just like sometimes I'll come here and we'll do lives, but then we'll do vlogs too. I'll do videos as well on this, and then you guys can just like regular comment in the comments and stuff like that. um I'll be still using the same equipment that I have. Um, and we're gonna keep using that until I can do better. So I was thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna wait until I get to something. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that because I feel like we'll just miss out on good stuff if I do that. If I have to erase one just to have space or whatever until I can get to that place, that's how it's gonna be because I don't want to stop this just because I don't have all the equipment that I need, that I prefer to have. So I'll just do whatever I can. And if I can't do the videos, we're going to do this on live. So one way or the other, we're going to come together. Okay. Um, you can expect, hey, sounds good. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Okay, so okay, Queen Aurora, sounds good. Looking forward to keeping it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you, girl. Okay. All right. So also we're going to be doing life after 50. So we'll be having conversations about things that we go through. And thumbs up, guys. If you're here, please thumbs up the channel. Okay. The vlog. See, I have to get used to it myself. Thumbs up the vlog, okay? So, we're going to be talking about things that we go through. And it doesn't even mean that other people of other ages can't chime in on those conversations. You can still chime in on those conversations, but we are going to be having conversations of things that a lot of us go through in our 50s, like daggone menopause that was kicking my butt today. You know what I'm saying? And Queen of Royalty, I was gonna still get up with you about the other thing, but I had the client today's, and then I had to prepare for this, so I'll connect with you on that. Um, our career journeys, what we're trying to do, right? What I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to complete my RBT training, all that kind of stuff, and I am mainly trying to do like prepare for my next 5 years because my goal is to retire as early as I can. Okay, that's okay. I figured you were busy. Okay, okay. Yeah. And was. But anyways, we're going to talk about those career journeys, right? So and then everybody can kind of talk about where they are in their journey and what just and everybody's, you know what, it will probably look different for everybody because there's people who have retired. I want to know what they did and where they are and how is it going for them, how is that working out for them, because guess what, it's a lot of times we'll talk about if you're prepared, if you're not, how that affects you, all of that kind of stuff. So and don't think that if you, because guess what, I have found out that there are a lot of people who aren't prepared for retirement, like people who haven't saved anything, who haven't done a lot of those things. But guess what? It's still never too late for you to start. Like, you might not had, because if I had known what I know now, I would have been way more prepared and I probably would have been able to literally retire right now. Had the information I got now, if I had applied what I know, what I learned over time now, but I'm still grateful and thankful for what I did learn and what I did do because it still made a difference to today. Okay. So that's another thing. All right. So hair updates, like I said, we're going to continue to do hair updates. That's not going nowhere. We'll have healing conversations, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about some things, and that's up to the person, how personal or whatever you want to go with your healing journeys, or what are you doing for your healing journeys. It could be as simple as taking walks in nature. That's something that I do, like going by the lake, bodies of water makes me feel really, really rejuvenated, and I'm able to kind of reset, right? Reset yourself, because as soon as you walk into nature, you will automatically feel a calmness come over you, and that's real. Like, try it out if you haven't. And I think everybody, especially up around our age, probably pretty much know that when you're in nature, water or your mountains might be your thing, or wherever it is, the church might be your thing. Whatever that thing is that brings you some healing and peace, we're going to talk about that too. So we're going to talk about healing conversations, faith and encouragement. So we'll talk about some faith practices, and we will encourage each other. So that's definitely my plan, to help empower and encourage each other. I think that's something that we should continue to do, and especially as Black women. I think that women need women, and those relationships really are important. Okay, so if we can't have it, life has changed and things have changed so much where people aren't just being as personable as we used to be, but now we're kind of substituting it for these, these online like gatherings, and having YouTube friends and all those different types of things. So this is going to be no different. This is going to be one of those spaces that I want to provide for you guys and make it a safe one. And believe you me, it will be a safe one, because anyone who comes up here in here with any nonsense, they going to the block party. Okay, they gonna go to that block party, and you know what I'm saying. Our block parties are real strong over here. Okay, so you gonna go to the block party. You know what I'm saying. You gonna find out what that block party is about if you come over here with any nonsense. Okay. All right. So personal growth. We'll be talking about that personal growth. Just even right now, just even me relocating to another state is not easy. And people that have done that, they will realize, like, um and it doesn't mean all these different choices are going to be easy, but it will certainly make you grow, and that is for sure. I've definitely grown from doing that. So we'll be talking about that, but we're gonna have fun adventures too. So everything is not gonna be just always so serious and this and that, because you know what I'm saying. They work and don't play makes us some dull girls. So we're not gonna do that. We're gonna have fun too. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We be goofy, all the different kind of stuff. If you're going on trips or somebody done did something, we'll come back here. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about how much fun we had, and then also too, you can let other people know so that they can have some fun over there too, where you may have gone. So we're gonna definitely do that. We might be goofy and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know how I am. Okay. And we're gonna have honest conversations, and pretty much I keep it real over here anyway. So we'll do that too. So we're gonna have some honest conversations here. So it says this channel is becoming a place where we can have real conversations about real life. And that's pretty much what we're gonna do. Ain't that what everybody else doing too? I know we can kind of go in a little imaginary world sometime and have to kind of just escape sometime to just to get out either the rat race or just hard life can be sometimes. But sometimes we have to tell the truth to ourselves and be honest with ourselves in order for us to make positive changes. So that's how that goes, but I still can understand too. It just depends on where you are in your life. Okay. Down. So here is my invite for community participation too. I don't want this just to be my story, because this is not going to be just my story. This is going to be our story. Okay. So I'm going to be encouraging everyone to be, talking about their stories as well. We're gonna this is remember, this is the reset circle, not phase circle, the reset circle. So that means it's gonna be all of our circle. Okay. um, so let's see. Another thing that we're gonna do, and there's gonna be things down the line that we're gonna do, and I'll definitely be telling you guys ahead of time when that stuff comes. But also, when people are drinking your teas, now listen. I have my tea here. This is like you will be grabbing when we do our tea talks. You can grab your tea, your coffee, your water, your adult beverage, or whatever that is. Okay, you can do that. But these are their tea talks. But you can bring whatever tea you drinking. Okay, that's you ain't gotta just drink because some people might not be tea drinkers, but you know what I'm saying. So that invitation is for whatever it is that you are drinking, and what I would also like to do is have it where if you want to, down the line, I plan on doing a PO box. Like so, say today I decided to do this nice, invigorating cinnamon spice because this was like kind of like a just this new beginning. It's like this is a very flavorful and just kind of bright, and I am introducing this new channel. But down the line I plan to create a PO box for those who may want to send, like, so say if, and then you could tell me what you're drinking. You could drop it and say, hey, I'm drinking lemon balm today because I'm just feeling like, or like I'm drinking chamomile because I'm just about to go to bed and relax, or I'm drinking some peppermint tea because I'm about to get stimulated or whatever that is. But as we go along, and if you guys chose to like send a tea, I want a story. Like, say like me and my mom drank, I don't know, like for like spearmint tea in the wintertime because, or spiced apple during Thanksgiving, because this was like a tradition in our family. After we ate dinner or whatever, we would relax with a cup of spice, whatever. And I want you to just taste what we have always done as a tradition in my life. So not just to be like, oh, just sending her some teas and whatever. No, and you don't even have to do it. It's just if you decide or if you choose to, but that's something down the line as we're going along with our tea times and anywhere I go, wherever I visit. Because me, I was always an avid tea drinker, anyways. I've started to drink a little coffee here and there whenever I was tired or whenever. I don't do it every day, but I've always been a tea person. So this will just give me a nice opportunity to actually just, show and tell about all the different teas. And my plan is to, whenever I visit somewhere, I want to bring a new tea and share that with you guys as well. Um, we'll do there's something else for like some of the holidays, but we're gonna wait on that. We're gonna wait till that come for me to yet to come. Okay. So you guys can wait on that. All right. Okay. Let me see. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything that I wanted you guys to know. Oh, and then I will be doing a journal. I'm going to be buying me a journal. I don't have it yet, but I'll be buying several journals. And what I'll do, because this is something that I'm going to be following, this is a new beginning for me. So I'll be writing things in there. I'll be writing some of the most favorite comments that come that I actually like or may have moved me that week or whatever. And then, as we're going through things and even through the weekly questions, I may go ahead and share that. Now, if it's something that is a little bit too personal for whatever, if of course if you don't want to share those things, we won't do that. And anyone that does put some in the comments and stuff like that, I'm going to assume that you're okay with sharing that. But I just want to let you know that it might be something that actually sticks out to me or something that I just kind of want to be like, such and such shared this, and this was her comment and stuff like that. So as for the next couple of weeks, so Phase Lock Life obviously is still up there, the profile picture, but that's going to change. But I'm going to just wait. I want to take just go ahead and put another profile up there that will reflect the channel and where it's going. More of a like, just a more peaceful, more chill type of thing. And then the banner and all that. So within the next 2 weeks that will change. So and then, of course, I'm making this announcement here. Okay, so let me just put that, write it out so that you guys can see what that is going to look like. Okay, and guess what, guys? We are going to do this together. We are going to do this together. And for all of you, some of you guys have been here with me for years, like, for when I first started the channel. And I want to thank you all, like all of my people that like hung in here, because I do have some OGs in here that have been hanging in since I started the channel and stuff like that. I remember starting this back, and one of my OGs is she's from the UK. She's from London, for Lock's sake. So if you get this for Lock's sake, I always say she actually inspired me to get back on Phase Lock Life. And actually, when I created that Phase Lock Life, it was because of her, because she challenged me and had told me one time, okay, this was great when I made my video after 5 years. And she was all like, I love this video, but can we please get another one and not have to wait another 5 years for it? So I was like, okay, okay. So for Lock's sakes, thank you for initiating and lighting this fire under me, because you actually helped to even transition me and get me to this far. So I appreciate you for Lock's sake. So to all of my, OG lock stars, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate you hanging in here with me, because it's like I needed you guys as much as you needed me to have these conversations. It kind of just feel like family, right? And then for anyone new, thank you for deciding to click on the channel, and take your time out. Like how JD said, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. So I thank you guys for that. Okay. So anybody that's new, welcome, welcome. And I hope share this and willing to go on this new journey. So it's going to be Faye Taylor, the reset. Okay. And we are going to be the reset. We are going to be um the reset circle, guys. Okay, so that's so this is day one. Okay, this is day one of the big introduction, and I am so glad. I'm gonna remember this. I'm gonna screenshot, Phase Lock Life before I say goodbye to Phase Lock Life and the locks. Well, you lock stars transition into the resetters. So I'll definitely do this, and that'll mark my journey. So this is very personal to me, guys. I never thought I would feel this way about a channel. I never knew I would ever even be a content creator, or that anybody would want to hear what I had to say. Like, it's so funny because we never think that we have. I guess maybe sometimes you might have been in a place where you feel like you didn't have value, or that you can contribute to someone, but I will tell you right now, you do. I remember starting Phase Lock Life at 18 subscribers, because it had been the 5 years. So it was literally 18 subscribers. And now I worked myself up to 821 subscribers. Like, I could, like, listen, oh, hold on, let me do this. Like, I'm doing, like, oh, thank you for all of those. And then in the past couple of weeks, I just got 2 new subscribers. So thank you very much. Thank you to the people who just subscribed. I don't care if it was one person, because every one person is still important to the channel, and anything starts off with one person, right? So I appreciate anyone who takes their time out to, subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate that. So this is the new chapter, y'all. We're on a new journey. So it's kind of like, I've been saying I wanted to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it, but I finally came to the conclusion last night. I was like, I'm working on this, guys. I've been thinking of it, but I've been praying, like, what is the name, what is it about? And it's just like downloads came to me last night. Like, it just was like, just, and then going back and forth and this and that, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is it right here. It felt good. It felt good in the heart right here. And I feel like for everyone who has been with me, I hope that you would want to continue with me on my journey because it's definitely going to continue to evolve. I'm going to really be in different places throughout this next 5 years on this journey. And for those that may not feel like, okay, this is my stop point, I don't, maybe they don't want to continue the journey or whatever. I say thank you to those people who have even joined me up to this point. I still appreciate it. It's all good to me. So I don't feel bad one way or the other. I hope that you all will continue to join, but if this is where you get off, then I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I have to go by what I feel in my heart, and my goal is that it helps someone. So even if it helps one person, that these conversations that we're gonna have, it'll be worth it to me. Okay. So I enjoy doing this kind of stuff, and this is why I'm here. And I feel like also too, YouTube be acting funny because at first when I initially tried to get on, it was all like it will not the live wouldn't allow me to do the live. So I just was like, all right, don't act funny, don't do not mess me up now. Stop mess with do not mess with me when I'm trying to start something new. But then I closed it out, went back in, had to put it back in again. Because sometimes you gotta do that to get to go ahead and push through to get what you want to get across. So that's what we did. So that is that on that, guys. And my question will be, I know I've talked to you guys through the past month about this and my dear idea about changing the channel. How you guys feeling about it? Are you excited about it? You have any ideas that you might have about it? Let me know. We'll put it down. As we're having those conversations, I'm sure we'll be able to really discuss a lot of different things because we're going to cover a lot of different topics, and I'm looking forward to it. I think we will have a lot of fun. Okay. I hope we'll have a lot of fun. So, as a little bonus, guys, what I'm going to do tonight, listen, y'all know I love my family because I waited. I have a Sephora package that I got, right? And I told y'all that I was going to I got it yesterday and I wanted to open it so bad, guys. I wanted to open it so bad, but in last week's vlog too, I mean live, I was telling you guys that I was doing a facial routine that like I was just trying some new things and stuff like that. So it just came and I'm going to share it. Let me get something to open this and then I'm gonna share with y'all what I have. I can't vouch for anything right now, but as I can start to use these new products, because this is new for me too. There's maybe one product I see right now that I have been using that I really can actually tell you that works, but this other stuff is new. So I'm not telling nobody go run out and buy this yet, or if considering doing a new face routine. But I'm gonna share what I have. Hold on a minute. Where is that? Okay, so I wrote it out on what it is that I have. Okay. So basically it's gonna be so the routine, guys. So if you and if you all want a tea talk about this, I should have did this for a tea talk, guys. You know what? This could have been a tea talk. Guys, let me know in the comments. Do y'all want this to be a tea talk? Because I'm gonna tell you what this consists of, okay? This is going to be a morning routine, but it's going to be a morning facial routine. It's going to be about a cleanser, a serum, a moisturizer, SPF, um, a pore a pore minimizer, and then if anybody uses makeup, they can do that. So do you guys want to wait for a tea talk on that, or do you want me to or do y'all want to be nosy right now? Let me know in the comments because Okay, y'all gotta let me know because if y'all don't tell me in the comments, then we not gonna do it. Let me know. Somebody says no. Well, of course you gonna be nosy now. I knew you was gonna be nosy now. Okay. Girl, you a mess. Nosy now. Okay. We gonna be nosy now, y'all. We gonna be nosy now. Okay. For all the nosy people. All right. So the first thing is going to be the okay. The first thing is going to be a facial cleanser. And then the facial cleanser is by The Ordinary. Okay. So this is going to be the facial cleanser that I'm going to try. I never, like I said, these things, this is something that I kind of got some advice on, and then I'm going to start this. I don't know how it is. I don't know how it's going to work. This right here looks about full size. Looks good. It's a glucoside foaming cleanser, gentle foaming facial cleanser. Okay, we'll see how that works. I think I paid, how much was this? Was it like $12 somewhere around there, something like that? I'm not exactly sure, but like I don't have the prices. Let me see. I don't know. I'm not for sure. Okay, I'm not for sure, but this can be found at Sephora. Oh wait, my address at Sephora. Okay. And then the next one is, now this is something I had sent like way earlier. It was by O. Henrik. This is like a true serum, but I think this has like vitamin C. Let me see. Yeah, it says with True C complex. It's collagen boosted. Oh, so it's collagen boosted with vitamin C, and this is like it says O. Henrik. I started using this because I still was using this although I didn't have all of these products, but just recently though, and so far I haven't. It's been okay. Like everything has been actually okay with it, but I want to use this all together first before I can say how it turns out. Okay. So that's that. So this is so what it's telling you is to do your cleanser. So the first thing you're going to do is to do your cleanser. So you're going to get up, wash your face with your cleanser first. Then you're going to put on your True Serum, your collagen and vitamin C. This is the step 2. And step 3 is the Ordinary moisturizer. So I ended up getting a moisturizer. Now again, never used this product before, but this is going to be the first time that I use it. Okay, let's see how this looks. These are all reasonably priced, but like I said, you would have to. So, do you actually get a pretty good amount in them too? How many ounces is this? This is like 100 milliliters, 3.4 ounces. So it should last a little while. So that is the cleanser, the serum, and then the moisturizer so far. The next step is Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Matte SPF 45. This is that. Black Girl Sunscreen Make It Matte 45 Bright. I got this at Ulta. This was $18 and some cent. But let me tell you, this is the most amazing sunscreen. I was like, I will use this and black folks need sunscreen too. Now I'm gonna take a little because it's like kind of like liquidy, right? And then this is how it is on your face. And what I like about this sunscreen, you don't get none of that white stuff at all. And it's a matte. It's like so it goes on and it kind of absorbs pretty good. And it's a matte. No, I haven't had any type of breakouts or anything like that so far. And I've been using this for the past like 3 days so far. This will be put into a staple product. I love this. This is really, really good from Ulta. So far, I really like it. Now I don't know how it would be on anybody else's skin, but I really like that product. Pore Benefits Professional. So this is the primer. So after you put that, so we're following, remember, we're doing the washing, the Auric Serum, moisturizer, the Black Girl Matte, and then this comes after that. So a little goes a long way. So comes out, it's like about like that. And this actually pairs well with this because this is also like a matte thing. So like, so say if you have a T-zone and it's oily, because that's where I get oily with that T-zone. This accompanied with that matte um sunscreen, that will help to block that right down and just like give you a matte look. Some girls like to be dewy. Some girls like kind of like this shiny, like that, like a dewy type of way. But I'm more of a matte girl. I like it to look more smooth down and matted, but that's just my preference. So, and this is something I've used for years. So, but I used to use the Clinique one, and this is a dupe of the Clinique one. They discontinued the one from Clinique. I liked that one the best, and the one from Clinique used to be called Pore Minimizer, but this one is called the Professional. So you get this product also you would have to buy at Ulta, that costs $15.99 for that. But like I said, a little goes a long way. And then if you're a type of person that use makeup, then you would go ahead after all these steps, then you would go ahead and put your makeup on top of that. And the idea is to make sure your skin is nice and moisturized before you put makeup on your face. So you're going to have that sun protection, you're going to have that nice smooth matted look, and it will be doing the work for your face as well as protecting it too. So also, then this is the Mandelic. This is another one. It's a Mandelic acid from the Ordinary. Now, this is another thing that I'm going to be using in my steps, but I can't use it all at once. So if you're using, and I'm gonna have to introduce this later. So if you're using this, you can't use these two at the same time. You can't do that because you're gonna mess things up. So anytime you're introducing a new routine, anyways, you need to see how that routine is gonna react to your skin because you might end up getting breakouts. I noticed a little bit of like breaking out a little bit on my nose, but I'm thinking it's because I was using an oil, like a jojoba oil. It's very light, but I was using that as a moisturizer. Even though those type of oils are light and then moisturizer, I really don't really put oil on my face like that. So I'm gonna definitely, now that I have this, I'm gonna discontinue that. Now, once I finish this routine here, I'm gonna introduce this like 6 weeks later. I'm not gonna introduce this yet because this is a what is it? What did I just say? Oh, a mandelic. It's an acid. So it's I think it's for, I gotta read it again. I think it's for like hyperpigmentation and different things like that, like hyperpigmentation or whatever like that. But because of the nature of it, you can't just throw it right with these products that quick. So you do actually have to wait to introduce that. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay. And then I ended up getting me a caffeine eye cream. This is because, and this is more, and if a person uses this is like tired eyes, reduces the appearance of tired eyes. And especially if you're a type of person that gets a little bit puffy, like if for some reason my eyes get watery and whatever, or say if I have a cry or whatever, my eyes swell up, they'll get swollen underneath. So this is a really good type of, well, let me not say that yet. This is what I was told that would be a good thing to use, a caffeine eye cream that will actually bring that down and help the appearance of tired eyes. Do I know that yet? No, I do not. But in a couple of weeks, I want to go ahead and start using these products and stuff like that. And then I'm going to definitely come back and report at a tea time to let you guys know what that how this routine is working out, and then we're going to just go from there, and I'll let you know if it's any good or not. So add some nice, cute little gifts, guys. So Sephora, just remember they give out nice little gifts. So I got a Merit what's that? A mascara, free little thing from them. That was one of the gifts that they sent. Um, the Virtues Strawberry Jam. Okay, I don't even remember. This is like a perfume. I have no idea what this perfume smells like. It says strawberry jam, the seven virtues. I don't even recall ordering that. So maybe they just threw that threw that one in. It was like a free sample. And then I have a Prada perfume sample. So they sent a free sample of Prada perfume. So that's cute. This is worth like a if you was going out on a little day or going to take yourself out to dinner, at least you got one nice little spray and can smell like your little product. So yeah, guys. So that was a sneak peek. Miss Queen of Royalty. Okay, you know yourself. So that was the sneak peek routine. And that's up to any of you guys if you feel like you want to go ahead and try that out, or just kind of wait. Because, like I said, I'll definitely come back and do a tea talk on that to let you guys know how that worked out. To see if these products are a hit or is it a myth? Is it a hit or what do they be saying? Is it a bop, something or a bop? Like I don't know how they be saying that. Nice product name for sure. Okay, okay, thank you. You're welcome. But yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it all works and stuff like that. Like I said, even though I was using some of this even without the like the whole routine, I still feel like I have like a pretty decent routine even without like all of the products, but I had really been waiting for these products. So thank God tonight came because I really wanted to open my daggone box. Okay. I'm like, I need to open this damn box, but it was only here since yesterday. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. So yeah, guys. So there you have it. That was my big news for today. I'm excited about it. The new changes and everything. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good for us. It's time, guys. It's been some years, and I think it's time we all have to. You know what, guys? Whether sometimes it's uncomfortable or not, and whether we like it or not, sometimes we have to change. We have to change. We have to go with change, whether it's difficult or not, because nothing stays the same. The world doesn't change, right? The world constantly change. Like even if if nothing stops, the world does not stop. It doesn't stop. You know what I mean? Like no matter what happens in your life, everything just keeps moving forward. So either you catch up with it or you're left behind. Um, and that's just pretty much how it goes out here. Everybody knows that. So, and in time, everybody will adjust to the new changes. Like I said, I feel good about it. So I think everybody will be okay. I think we'll be okay, and we'll grow, and our community will get bigger. So I think that would be nice. But with that said, guys, I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. We've been here almost an hour. It's 57 minutes. And we almost been here. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed being here, letting you guys know all about the new stuff. And like I said, just kind of keep that in mind, the new name, because and I tried to make it where it's just simple, it's very simple and memorable, because I am going to be working on that between me doing my training and all the other stuff that I have to do. But just know, it's just going to be a different name and all of that kind of stuff. And we're going to go from there. Okay. So remember to like, share, subscribe. Share the channel with people. Definitely this one that is this new channel that is transitioning, because we are really going to be talking about a lot of stuff, and I really think it's going to be helpful to a lot of people, and especially a lot of the things that us women are going through. especially in our community too. And everybody wants a safe place to be able to go to, and a place where people are authentic and still being, relatable. Because whether it's off on the other end, super duper duper fancy, or just, authentic and real, and kind of simple, and maybe we might get a little fancy sometimes with some stuff, or if we going on trips, showing some outfits or whatever, and all that other kind of stuff. But regardless of how it's go, it's always go keep it real though. That's the whole point. We go keep it real. Now, what is one of my greeting? Hey, Carolyn, how are you? See, as we were talking about OGs, what about OGs is up in here right now? Carolyn, you know what I'm saying? Carolyn, you're gonna definitely have to watch the, thanks for like the thumbs up coming in, guys. Yeah, please thumbs up the channel. Carolyn, you're gonna have to watch the replay because we talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of new things, okay? And you're definitely gonna have to go ahead and watch that, okay? Because it's a lot for you to hear, okay? Because I was actually about to like start signing out, Carolyn. At this point I was about to sign out, so I'm gonna think of some other stuff that we say, but right now I have okay, I will. I'm on vacation. Oh, okay, you in vacation in Texas. I hope you're having a lot of fun. I hope you are having a fun. So that could be like a nice thing, guys. Over the summer, so far before we go, where have you been going on vacation for the summer? I've been to Florida. I've been to sunny Florida. Carolyn's been to Texas. What about you, Tiffany? Where have you been for the summer? Anybody else want to chime in? Put it in the chat where you've been over the vacation and over the summer. And even if you've been to several places, I bet, how long are you staying down there? Panama's in the house. Okay, see, people try to do things, that's what's up. How long did you stay? How long are you staying in Texas, Carolyn? So how long are you staying? And have some fun for me. I need to get to the beach. That's what I really want. That's what I want to do. Oh, you've been there for 2 weeks. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, I see. This is where, see what I'm talking about. See, but this is one of, like I said. See, Carolyn's one of the OGs. She already retired and all that. So, Carolyn, when you do the go over and watch what I just did, the live, you're gonna see what we've been talking about and all that kind of stuff. And this is case in point where when you get your freedom and you finally retire, or you just at a point where you can have that freedom, you can go ahead and take a 2 week vacation. You heard? Okay, you can just take it and then decide when you coming back. All right, that's where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to the place, and trust me, I'm coming up behind you. I'm coming up because that is exactly, yes, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I, you know what? I have to calm myself down sometimes. I really do. I have to calm down because I'm like, I want to, I'm like, in divine time, girl. In divine time. Don't worry about it now. Don't rush your age. Don't rush whatever. Because just like having a baby, you cannot, it ain't coming before it's time. And that's just the bottom line. No matter what you want to happen, it's going to come in divine time. Okay. So but I will just say, I am looking forward to those days where I can take ownership over my time, okay? And I don't have to clock in and have somebody tell me what I need to do. Like, this for the birds. I am really over it. And it's just kind of like that last month where you're pregnant. Anybody who has a child will understand. Woo, you be ready for that thing to be done and over with. And that is just kind of where I am in life. But I will say this, that really surprised me when I thought about like and recognized like where I am in age, because I will be 57 this year and I'm retiring at 62. And I'm trying to position myself where I can do it before then. Because if I can position, only thing I need to do is position myself financially. If I position myself financially, I will definitely do that before then, because at the end of the day, I already have all my points for Social Security. So at 62, I'm gonna get my check. Okay. All I'm trying to do is just get the investments to keep that going and all that kind of stuff. So you can also have something to add with it. But other than that, if I was able to do it yesterday, I would. Just know I'd be retired right there with you guys. Cause trust me, honey, this working stuff is for the birds, honey. It is for the birds. And I won't offer that P place. Okay. Just think about it. That P working place. Think about it. I want off the station. Okay. I want off of it. Okay. So like I was saying, guys, it is over an hour and it's 8:10 and it's not too late for me. So I have to get back to it, y'all. I gotta get back to my RBT training. I gotta get in about two more modules. So I need to get that in because, like I said, every one of them makes a difference. So I'm trying to do that. So thank you all for everyone that came to join me here tonight. All of those that were here, all of the people that kind of popped in, and maybe we're too shy to say something. That's okay. We appreciate you being here as well. Okay. So everybody who was here tonight to view this and all that kind of stuff, you were meant to be here. So that's just how that go. That's how I look at that. Whether it's one person or 10 or 20 people or 100 people, whoever comes here at these times are people that were meant to get this message, and I truly believe that. Okay. I'm gonna practice my outro with y'all, okay? So remember, y'all are resetters now, okay? And okay, I'll always still say sharing is caring because sharing is caring, or I might say, and that's the tea time. So until next time, resetters, keep choosing yourself, keep moving forward, and remember, it's never too late for a reset. Okay. I'll see you in the reset circle next time. All right. So remember, next week, Tea Talk Financial Tom Story. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Okay. I will see y'all in the next Tea Talk. Bye. Good night.